What's up everyone? Another day in the Big Brother house has occurred and the nominations have been revealed. With Daniel as the HOH and in power, it's Elvis week on TV Talks with Tom. So let's do it, folks. Daniel won HOH on night one. He made his nominations, they were really wrong. Paloma hates on Taylor cause of jealousy. I'd be surprised if she made it to week 3. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on the BB block, they were playing to the BB rock. That's right folks, the nominations have been revealed and the target has too. So we've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Alright folks, now right before we get started, if you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button and also please click the like button as that really helps me out, and hit the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live on the channel. Okay folks, let's jump right into it and talk about who Daniel nominated for the first eviction. And I have to, before I even announce who the nominations are, and I know a lot of you will have seen them already, I just want to express my disappointment and annoyance at the fact that it's just such a generic and a cop-out and a cowardly way of nominating on week 1. I guess you could make an argument of it's easy to not get blood on your hands, but you know what? I sometimes feel like the person who does these kind of moves on week 1 often ends up getting betrayed by a steamroll alliance on week 5, and they've got no allies left because of their own actions. So Daniel decided to nominate Terrance. Let me just go and cry and then I'll come back for a second. And he nominated Michael, and I'm just going to go and cry some more and then come back because, I mean, what a joke. I mean, I'm not like saying cry me a river right now, but my two favourites, literally my two favourites, have been nominated on week 1. There was 2 out of 16. I thought maybe one of my favourites will end up on the block, but both of them, this is just... no. Anyway, I just think it's a very cop-out and a waste of a HOH when you nominate the old guy and the outcast nerd. I just don't think it's nice at all. I know for a fact if I was in that house, I'd be palling up with Terrance and Michael because they are both my kind of people. Yeah, I'd get close with Terrance just as somebody who would be a good advice giver, keeps the entertainment, and you know he's just there as like a kind of, well, people are calling him Uncle Terrance. That's the nickname he's getting. And then we've got Michael, who is just my person on every single kind of level. I would be best friends with Michael in real life. He could probably quote every single season of Big Brother, and yeah, I think both of their vibes are amazing. I understand kind of why both of them have been nominated, because that's the generic thing to do on week 1. But should it be the generic thing to do on week 1? No, it shouldn't. Now, something to note about this season is the fact that every single time a steamroll-esque alliance begins to form, there's somebody within the group that goes, I don't really trust that person, or I'm not vibing with that person, so then it's like rewind, reboot, erase, and then that doesn't happen, which I find absolutely, as a fan of Big Brother and a fan of the dynamics of the strategy and, you know, just the interpersonal relationships and dynamics, I find that fascinating because so many times we just see a group force together on day 1 or 2 and it's like, yep, let's steamroll this and then let's go all the way, and then it becomes incredibly boring. Okay, so the fact that I said that has led me to this point now where I'm saying on day 3 or 4 now, it's day 4 officially now, but we're talking about day 3. A 6-person alliance kind of has formed and they've called it Mamba. Interesting name. So you would think that Pooch would be in this alliance, but it's been a recurring theme where Pooch is very... I don't want to say aggressive when he's talking to people, but very forward, and he doesn't stop talking. And I think that is putting a lot of people off and making people go, what's going to happen with Pooch? And I've seen a lot of people all over Twitter especially saying, do you know what, I'm going to be surprised if Pooch actually gets to the jury stage at this point. And do you know what, I am as well, because if we flash forward, that's going to be over 30 in over 30 days time. That's when the jury will start, even longer than that. So it's wild to say that that Pooch could make it that far unless he changes his attitude to, and it's not even a bad attitude. It's not like he's been a disgusting human being or anything like that. It's just quite loose cannon-ish for Big Brother. It's hard to describe. I mean, if y'all have been seeing him on the feed, you'll probably understand what I mean, but I understand a lot of you won't have been watching the feeds and are just here for the update. What I'm gonna describe him as just very loose-lipped, and he doesn't really think about the actions of how much he talks Yeah, he doesn't realise the consequences of, that reputation that can get you. So anyway, with Mamba, Pooch has kind of been shifted out of the picture with him not in it anymore. So now, if I'm trying to see if I can remember this off the top of my head, it's Amira and Paloma and Alyssa, of course, in as the three girls. Kyle and Monty, so with Pooch out, they've now moved Michael in. So with Michael on the block, he actually might have a saving grace. But let's remember, Paloma and Alyssa cannot vote this week. But we'll get on to more later about who the actual target is and if that's going to matter or not. Alright, so a lot of you are probably wondering who is the target, and it kills me to say that the target is Michael, and it would have killed me to say if the target was Terrance. I absolutely love these guys more than I can even explain for, day 3. I'm watching them and, I'm loving them as if I've seen them play before, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I remember last year on 23, yes, there was some people I grew to love, Claire obviously is one to mention. Tiffany, obviously absolutely remarkable. But it took a while for me to, get the ball rolling. Of course, I had a crush on Claire quite fast. But with Michael and with Terrance, I find them absolutely amazing. So it's killing me to even say either one of them's the target. I would hate to see any one of them go this week. So that's why I have never rooted for a twist so much than to save both of them this week, because that's what we remember. Hope is not lost yet, folks. We have the backstage pass twist, and let's be honest, the producers will know that the twist has flopped if the person who is victim of the twist isn't sent home, if that makes sense. So if producers actually want drama to happen, then they can probably nudge things in the direction of Terrance and Michael both staying, which would be bliss and amazing to see them both make it to week 2. So I've got my fingers crossed that whatever happens with this twist is going to send the other person home and keep Michael and Terrance safe. I'd love to hear everybody else's thoughts on that. I think the house is realising that Terrance's vibe is very, very chill and they want to keep him round. But then again, it's hard to say because there's a lot of people who are actually bonded more with Michael, so they might flip on Daniel. But it's incredibly hard to say, and it's killing me even thinking of both angles. But that is where things are right now. Daniel would like to target Michael. Whether he will go home or not is another question, but I'm hoping both of them will stay. And quite frankly, Paloma or Alyssa is sent home. Alright, now Turner and Pooch, that's right, not Turner and Hooch, Turner and Pooch have got together and they have created a duo, which I just think is too good to be true. I never thought that we'd come into Big Brother 24 and we'd have a duo called Turner and Pooch and it wouldn't even be a nickname. It's literally Turner and Pooch. There's not much more to that one, folks, but I'm sure we're making lots and lots and lots of references to the old human and dog duo. That is the human duo in the Big Brother house. Now, some more uplifting news. Over the past couple of days, we've seen Paloma and Alyssa constantly dogging down, and Jasmine as well, constantly dogging down Taylor. But we have some justice finally, or some kind of justice, because Brittany, I think, is seeing through it. She seems incredibly awkward every single time she's in a room, and they start to just say these things about Taylor. She comes across like one of those people where she's thinking, am I really listening to this crap? And I love Brittany for that. So let me just say again before I continue, if you haven't voted yet for who you want to save in the backstage pass twist, please, please, please log on to CBS and vote for Brittany. 10 votes on Brittany. Of course, you don't have to, but that's just if I was a celebrity endorsing a political campaign right now, I'm endorsing Brittany, and I am not on that level. Of course, I'm a YouTuber with a few thousand subscribers, asking my viewers, please vote Brittany to be saved. Because she is reaching out to Taylor, and she was giving her a big hug saying, I love you, and she was saying I love you too, and everything like that. It's nice to see that Taylor's not being left alone there. Michael also expressed that he would love to work with Taylor. He's saying he's trying to work out her vibe a bit more. But do you know what I like about Michael? It's the fact that, yes, Taylor hasn't been the most forward in socialising with people, but Paloma and Alyssa and Jasmine have just been like, shut her down straight away. We're not working with her. Whereas Michael, a fellow introvert, is kind of going, do you know what? There's something about her. Be open-minded. Be open-minded, because the person who's gobbing off like Paloma isn't going to be as good an ally as Taylor. It might take a little while to get to know her a bit more, but you know what? She's going to be 10 times more loyal than Paloma. So 100% I like Michael for doing that. So that's a little bit of good news when we've had a bit of a bad news past couple of days. And bad news really today talking about Terrance and Michael on the block. But we need to focus on the positives, right, folks? Because what's Big Brother without lots and lots of negatives? We've got to focus on the positives. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section below. It's been a wild few days in that house, and a lot of people's favourites are being targeted early, which kind of sucks. But as I say, I'm praying and hoping for this twist to prevail, and we have Terrance and Michael both safe by the end of this week, and somebody more irrelevant is sent home. That would be absolutely wonderful. But folks, I'd love to hear everybody else's thoughts. Who are you hoping to see evicted this week? Were you sad to see Michael and Terrance nominated? Who do you hope wins the power of veto? And who are you voting for the backstage pass safety? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below, like I said. But folks, thank you so much for watching as always. I appreciate every single last one of you. It's absolutely wonderful to be back, and wonderful to be back on Twitter doing all those BB memes and BB tweets. It's awesome. So I'll plug my Twitter real fast, and my Instagram, that's up there as well, folks, so you can follow me on Twitter at TV Talks with Tom, and follow me on Instagram at Tom_Vasey. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you're all staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there, and remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, do all of that good stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.